Hi, my name's Jonathan Lindsay. I'm an executive producer on The Cycle, and we've shot a video for you. It's myself and Torkel, he's our creative director. We thought we would show you how we play the game. And just a short reminder, it's not a battle royale game, so it's a PvEVP game, and we're doing a lot of things differently. So hopefully our explanations help you understand what the game is all about. It's out already on the Epic Games Store, so please download it and give it a try. Thanks very much.
All right, so Torkel, time to shine.
Time to shine.
You can do it. So what do we have for objectives?
New contracts
Alright,
available.
let's see.
Complete as many as you can.
Deliver
and
bright
then
caps.
Get off this rock
You got
before
salvage.
The storm finishes you off.
You got your favorite, you got uplink.
I got my favorite. So
And drill for minerals. Got that as well.
I think we're gonna try to do a bit of everything and talk you through it a bit.
Yep, so the aim of the game is to do the most contracts. Is not to kill the most players. There's no real strong reward for that. You're just kind of taking out the competition. But it's all about those contracts at the end.
Now we hear someone.
And getting those contracts isn't enough. You also have to get out alive.
Yeah, I don't want to run into anyone quite yet.
So these are the low level monsters called squatters. And they'll get harder and harder. The new monsters will spawn throughout the match. It's a 20-minute long match with an evac at the end. And right now they're pretty easy. And that's good because all Torkel's got is his pistol.
But that will hopefully change. And on the right hand side of the screen, no, I'm sorry, left hand side of the screen, you'll see the current contracts and how much I've done on each of these contracts before I get points for them.
Yep, gotta get those mushrooms. So the blast beetles are attracted to him now because he's carrying bright cap mushrooms. And when he has enough, he needs to go and deposit them at the bright cap station.
So a lot about the game is about making your plans and how are you gonna score and how you're gonna score well. So the plan right now is to go take this uplink and then move towards the bright cap delivery station. And as luck would have it, I seem to be the only one who wants to have this uplink right now.
Now let's see. It always looks like that, but it's a good scoring contract. So
That's true. All right. So uplink, I essentially just need to capture it, and once I've captured it, it will start ticking points for me. But other players will most likely come try to steal it from me.
yep.
Oh, look at that!
Aha, so this is one of the abilities. You have 2 ability slots in the game. They're bound to Q and E. And that's a really nice one. That's
Check me out.
Korolev Heavy Turret. So you can find weapons and abilities and devices we call gadgets just lying around. It's not that common because this is not a battle royale game. So there's another way to get your gear, and Torkel's going to show you that real soon.
Whoa! And now I have completed my first uplink contract, and now I can complete it again for more points, essentially. So you can choose to complete a bit of everything, which is what I'm going for here, or you can try to specialize a bit more and make sure that you get your points from 1 or 2 of these available contracts in a match.
But the more you specialize, the better it is.
Yes. And these guys really don't like me now.
No. Well, I think they really like you. That's the problem.
I think that might be the issue, yeah.
So Torkel almost has 200 credits and 200. He should probably.
You were near a bright cap deposit station.
Standing inside the
Yeah, he's going to get credits for completing a contract.
Be aware that rival prospectors may be near.
And this
Here
is
we
the other
go.
way. This is the other
Enjoy
way
your
to
new
get
toy.
your, or the main way to get your gear that you need. So you got the ASP. It's a very, very nice SMG.
It is. It is. And guns come in different at different costs. So this is one of the cheaper guns you can buy in the gear store, and you can have guns that will take you longer to save up for, but are a bit more powerful then.
So you might have noticed that Torkel just... Oh, there's a player. So that's one of the interesting things in this game. You don't always have to just shoot on sight because you can do something else. What can you do?
Well, right now, that guy I'm actually going to leave alone.
Ah, okay. But what you can do is you can also send out pact requests, and you can pact with them. And it's a temporary alliance. You have to share. You have to share your progress. And
I don't
your
want to share
credits.
my uplink right now.
He doesn't want to share. But maybe later.
Maybe later.
Or maybe you wish you did share.
Yes.
Because the strength in numbers.
There's especially safety in numbers.
Yes, indeed.
This is already. I feel a bit. I feel as if I can take the risk right now.
Yeah, go for it.
We hear people shooting in the background.
So the way to be good at the game is to know which contracts to do based on the current situation that you're in. What makes sense.
Strength in numbers.
Hostile prospector engaging. Warning, low health.
Oh, he's going to regret that turret.
And sometimes people don't want to pack with you.
Yeah. And then they might pay for that. So he wanted to steal Torkel's minerals. I would bring it to a conclusion.
Nice job, killer.
So you never really get killed on Fortuna 3. You just get foamed. You get picked up after the
You
storm.
get picked up afterwards, or most people do. Some people mysteriously disappear and never make it back.
You feel for those people. So yeah, one of the ways to be good is know what contracts to do, so smart contract play, and also you need to manage your shop. So you need to know when to buy things and work out a good playstyle that works for you, because there's many different guns, there's many different abilities, different devices. For example, there's healing beams in the game so that you can heal a pact mate if you like to pact. But when you do pact, there is a disadvantage to it.
There is. You get less money, you get less points.
And crucially, you lose your shield.
You lose your shield, yes.
And that's
sometimes
because
forget.
2v1 is not that nice if it's really 2v1.
Yes.
So we try to put it in the favor, a little bit more in the favor
And here we have someone
of the solo
else.
player by taking the shields away if you're in a pack. Oh, he's already in a pack, so you can see by the red icon beside their name. So that's probably a good idea to avoid that confrontation. But not necessarily, because they don't have shields.
I
So
just want to deliver my mushrooms in peace.
they probably want to do the same, or they might be waiting around there to take mushrooms from people like you.
From people like me.
But you might have to teach them a lesson, Torkel.
We can try to teach them a lesson if they're here. Okay, run away. Yes. There we go.
Oh, that was good. Don't shoot.
Oh, I can't. I think I have to shoot.
Oh, I would take the damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if Torkel was shooting his SMG, he might have got the attention of the other prospectors there.
All right.
But now you've got some cash. What about your second ability? Or is there something else you want to purchase?
I want to upgrade
Oh,
my
this
gun.
here was only in the extended.
And I can do that
manual.
2 times for each gun. The cost of upgrading is dependent on the cost of the weapon. So cheaper weapons are cheaper to upgrade, and more expensive weapons cost a bit more.
And you can also upgrade your abilities as well. Okay, so we're almost halfway through the match, and Torkel is very much first. Maybe a quick look at the scoreboard. Yep, he's
I'm feeling good about this.
it's going really quite well, but it only counts if he gets off the planet alive. So let's see how that goes, because at the end he has to
Careful
evacuate.
with that. It's hot.
This is one of the new features in the game. It's a vehicle, and you need to pay for it, but it's cheap. It's pretty fast, but it will explode.
You have to be a bit careful with it.
Yeah.
So the plan now is to keep taking that uplink.
So uplinks score pretty well. All the contracts, they score a little bit different, and it's based on risk reward basically. The uplink is quite dangerous because it's a PvP contract, and there's usually quite some fights around it. You can hear the weapons going off already. So Torkel's vehicle is now cloaked, and you can see on the mini-map where his vehicle is. Oh, somebody just purchased something. That sounded like a drop pod. What gun is that I hear?
It's a better gun than mine, I think.
But you've got it, so let's see. You can always hide a little bit, or you can confront them.
So we're gonna jump back on this, and then
So you can see that the lighting is changing. That's because the storm is starting. And the storm, it is very dangerous, and it makes all the monsters much more dangerous. New monsters will spawn, like different types. And ultimately, if you stay too long, the storm will start to kill you slowly. So you need to get off on a dropship. So Torkel just collected a bunch of crafting materials. So you need those to be able to unlock different weapons and abilities from the faction shop, so to be able to craft them. You also need to have enough faction standing, I would say, with the faction. So you need to have enough standing, and you need to have the crafting materials, and then you can get the item. And you get faction standing just by selecting which faction from the 3 factions in the game. So Korolev, Osiris, and ICA. And you just select them at the start of the match who you like to play for. And they have different equipment. Korolev is kind of big, chunky, heavy, lots of damage, but not the easiest stuff to use. I think Osiris is very ultra modern, very sleek, but maybe you're going to be a bit squishy. And ICA, something in between, I guess.
something in between, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is looking good now.
Where did your vehicle go?
Purchase order received.
I think I parked it
Heads
somewhere.
up.
It's
That's not
there.
that far away. Get it if you want it. So this is another objective, but it's not active right now. You can see it just behind Torkel, kind of oil slick. This is the laser drill, but that's not in this particular match. So there's different contracts, and they're not all active at once. So each match, in every match, there's four contracts, and there's some hidden ones like the data retrieval that Torkel's got at the bottom on the left there, the 1 out of 3. So the gameplay is quite different depending on what contracts are in that match.
Alert. Engaged by hostile prospector.
So Torkel's got Bombard, which is a very useful
Firing.
very useful
Hostile prospector.
ability.
Oh no!
Ouch.
Fatal wounds detected. Triage mode
Right, so
activated. Deploying triage.
Torkel got
sphere.
defeated,
Triage
but he's
complete.
not out
Recharging
of the
emergency
match, and that's
shield.
because you have 1 life effectively. You can respawn back where you started at your drop pod just by clicking F, holding F. But now his emergency recall is depleted, and that means if that happens again, then he's out of the match. So it's a little bit more forgiving than other games, but not too much.
No, hopefully somewhere right in between. And there's a bit of extra tension once you have that depleted.
Absolutely. So these monsters are trying to destroy the drill, the mineral drill that Torkel's placed. So that's going to be 2 contract points. 16 points, that's not bad.
No, it's
Oh,
okay,
it's quite
but
far ahead.
Enjoy
We,
your toy.
we need to get those 4 for the uplink.
Is it a need thing?
It's probably not a need thing, but more one of those I really wanted.
I understand. So the storm's getting a bit crazy.
Alright, we're going the right way.
Yeah, this time I would expect that there's some other players there. Yep, it's already owned by a different player. You can see when you talk about the map open. It was owned by DrakenTube.
But not for long.
Uh-huh. Those sound like fighting words. Someone's got a bolt action. I think I can hear the bolt action right.
Yeah. I would consider them stealing words. I just want to go there, steal it, and be off.
But the bolt action is a 500 credits weapon, so that player has saved up for a slightly better weapon. But he might not have any abilities yet because of that.
Whoops, daisies.
See.
Hostile turret.
It's a turret fight.
I haven't seen that often actually.
Let's get you back home. Evac's coming in 60 seconds.
Okay, so he's got it. Does he stay and fight or does he retreat? Because he's probably going to get enough. Probably going to get enough points. Very close to getting the uplink. That's 4 contract points when he gets it. So it's probably worth the risk here. Although he is very far ahead. There he is. Also packed. Bombard is doing.
Oh, that hurts.
Take care of him if you want to catch a ride off this.
Orbital cannon firing on target. Caution. Hostile engagement by
Oh no,
multiple
I
prospectors.
bumped into a wall.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is not good.
Detected.
No, that's what
Triage
happens. He
activated.
took a little bit too much risk, and although he was really heavily winning, he took a little bit too much risk.
No way my pilot's cut you down until the landing zone.
Well, that's how it goes.
Get to work, Foster.
So let's
for
see.
me.
Oh, and now he's leading.
Yes.
So it was really making sense for him to bring that fight to you.
Oh, it totally was. I should have left when I got my points.
So here you can see where Torkel got his points from, mainly from uplink.
If you want to get on that ship.
And the rewards I got. So rewards come in the standing for the faction and crafting materials to be used.
Indeed.
So I hope you enjoyed that. Torkel didn't quite make it out alive, but I think it showed you the things that the Cycle is doing differently. It's a PvP experience, a bit different from anything else out there right now. It's in early access. You can already go and grab it in the Epic Games Store and give it a try. Thanks very much.